If you've been doing everything right, mind work, supplementation, diet, hydration, sleep, but somehow you feel worse, then this might be the most important video for you to watch. The problem, it isn't your body, but rather how recovery has trained your nervous system to be, always in a state of fight or flight. You see, what we tend to do is immediately upon waking, we start scanning. We start looking for these physical symptoms. How loud are they? How often are they coming about? How often are they switching? We tend to measure our success on the recovery journey based off of this, which is completely wrong. And when we have good days, they often tend to be fragile. We can't ever compound on those good days to gain momentum. And on the flip side, when we have negative or bad days, we tend to feel like we are regressing, like we are failures. This is that anxiety trap in that loop, which then spills over to the next thing. Your identity shifts. It becomes someone who is constantly in recovery. In other words, constantly on edge or a victim. You train your nervous system that the only way to stay alive and stay safe is to be on high alert 24/7. And this is when all of the adrenaline, all of these panic attacks, all of these anxiety attacks tend to come in and snowball. Healing, it isn't about removing the physical symptoms, but rather taking away the authority from fear over your whole body. It's not always about needing to be calm to measure success, but rather neutrality. Once your body stops being self observant all the time, that is when a shift occurs. That is when you can actually start measuring the success. You know, my biggest breakthrough wasn't due to a supplementation, workout, sleep regimen. It was that day that I decided that I no longer was going to continue to ask myself, are you okay? Are these symptoms going to show up? But rather, I just surrendered to life, to the symptoms. Whatever came, came. And guess what? It left. And I was able to continue to live. I didn't die. I survived. And so will you. We need to stop measuring success every single day. We must also know that these symptoms will arise throughout growth and recovery. And fear is something that we just have to learn to live with in order to take away its authority over us. Stop trying to figure it out or solve the fear. Learn to live with these symptoms instead of around them. It might sound counterintuitive, but this is exactly how to think outside of the box. And this, my friends, will lead you to recalibration. Guaranteed. If this resonated, you are closer than you think. You are not behind at all. Stay tuned. I have a lot more content coming down your way. Thank you guys for watching. Yours truly, Eric Pena.